therapy. Ôi, chiều chào ạ.
Here, you what's your address so I can freaking
I'm not the type.
take a mouse.
The woman's name is Karen Klein, and she said the most hurtful comment was when one child said she was so ugly, her kids should kill themselves. Karen's son had committed suicide 10 years earlier. School officials have seen this video and said the students involved face stiff punishment.
It's so horribly painful to watch this on so many different layers for Karen. I mean, my heart breaks for her as a woman. My heart breaks to think that this is the next generation that's coming up that's meant to be saving the world. This is our future, and it goes so deep. This is so multi-layered, and it's like, and what's the stiff punishment? Oh, you naughty kids! What is the consequences that these kids are going to have to face, and their parents, because their parents are in the same shame as the children. And it's like, what's happening? What is happening? The world can be so ugly and hurtful for people who just are trying to get by with their lives. And she's just volunteering her time to be a bus monitor, and she gets so horribly abused. But the hatred that comes out of these kids, where is that coming from?
That's the question.
I hate to say this, but I think kids can be like that. I mean, I remember being a kid. I remember that group mentality, sort of like, Lord of the Flies kind of thing can happen. Kids get so mean. And I'm not saying it's right, but it's like, I don't think this is something that's just happening now, or this group of kids.
Your point is well put, but the problem is we need to have a zero tolerance policy. It's never okay. It's never okay. And the problem is, these kids, they may be emboldened by the other kids on the bus, but they would not be doing this if they knew they were going to get expelled from school. It's happening everywhere. This is one example of something that's happening all around the country. We don't take it seriously enough. And, I obviously, this is close to my heart because I was bullied quite a bit as I was a child. And there's a movie that came out a little while ago called Bully. There's a scene where a teacher's trying to get two little boys to make up. And she's saying you need to shake each other's hand. And one kid won't shake the other's hand, and you think he's the bully. And she says, why not? He goes, because he threatens to kill me every day. He threatens to kill me. He says he's going to stab me with a knife. And the teacher says to him, well, you're just not trying hard enough. We have to change the way we look at this, because there have been examples that are much more violent and much crueler. And can you imagine if that was your mother or your grandmother on that bus? It's just the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean, watching it just makes me crazy. And that poor lady,
Well, let me tell you. First, I got this Twitter though, but I got respect for Miss Klein. That she showed great restraint by looking out that window. And she did. Because when I was growing up, you would have got your little ass beat talking to me like that. So I mean, if that was our mother, grandmother, all these women in this audience, well, none of y'all have took that. Bus would have been rocking right about that. Let me read this Twitter right here. Somebody would have been out of school district right there. Okay, let me read this Twitter. Annie D says, kick them out of school. Maybe their parents would teach them to respect others on the long drive to another district. They should be ashamed, and she's absolutely right.
The one amazing thing that came out of this story is that a guy from the website Reddit started a fundraiser for this woman on Indiegogo, and as of right before we started the show, they've raised $226,000.